Yo, what's good everyone? Recently we had a huge snowstorm here in New York and I had to go out and take some street photography photos. So for this photo walk, I'm shooting with the Sony A7R IV and my Pixel 6 Pro. I walked around for a couple of hours and captured a ton of really great moments. I really love shooting in the snow and there's just something about it that takes me back and gives me that feeling of nostalgia. So as you're watching this video, you'll see that I tried to carry this feeling throughout in my editing process to give these photos a more cinematic and film-like feeling. But before we hit the streets, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. If you don't know, Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and members across 150 countries. Initially, I wanted to join Skillshare to level up my photography and my creativity. And editing and post-processing is a huge part of photography. And one of the more recent classes that I took is called How to Create a Cohesive Instagram Feed using Adobe Lightroom by Dale McManus. I love editing my photos and trying out different styles. But one of the things that I've struggled with is trying to get that cohesive look in my Instagram grid. And in this class, Dale goes through Lightroom editing in depth. And I took some of those learnings and applied it to my own presets and editing style that you'll see throughout this video. And it's these kinds of classes that bring a ton of value because after just watching a couple of videos, I can take those learnings, implement it immediately, and see some results. So if you're interested in photography and editing or just learning something new, definitely check out the link in my description. The first 1,000 people to sign up using that link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare.
You could take a photo too.
Yeah.
I'll just take a photo. Yeah, I mean, you have the better camera. I don't want to get in your way.
Nah. You're good. Don't worry about it. It's not coming. It's just waiting already.
Oh, I was like, gonna take one of the train coming in, but I don't think my camera will catch that.
Yeah, you can get it.
Alright, so if you didn't catch that, I was waiting on the platform to shoot the train as it was coming in, and this guy was also waiting to take the same photo. But he was just using his phone and he said that he didn't want to get in my way because I had the better camera. So if any of you are watching this and you're also a photographer, just remember that it does not matter what kind of gear you're shooting with. It doesn't matter if you're using a film camera, a mirrorless camera, or even your phone. If you have a shot in mind and you want to capture that shot, definitely just go for it. So don't be discouraged if you don't have the latest cameras or lenses. As long as you go out there and take pictures, you're a photographer. And especially for street photography, if you have a good eye for composition and you're at the right time and place, you can capture an amazing photo. And he had a really good eye for composition too, because I stood in the same spot as him and this photo ended up being one of my favorites from this whole shoot. This shot tells a whole story because of the storm, the person waiting for the train, and that nice stark contrast between the bright snow and the dark subway platform. When I first took this photo, I was really surprised because the raw file looked pretty dark and boring. But in Lightroom, I was able to recover a ton of detail and color, and the editing really brought this image to life. Alright, I'm jumping in here once again for a quick VO because I just love the versatility of the Pixel 6 Pro. Because there was not a ton of space on the sidewalk for me to step back, the wide-angle lens came in clutch. With the wide angle, I was still able to compose and capture this shot of the fruit stand. And this next shot also came out really well because the wide-angle lens really draws you into the frame and it makes you feel like you're right there in the scene. Now this capture gave me a nostalgic film vibe, so I really tried to enhance that feeling with the editing. I'm also really happy with the motion that was captured here, and it looks like a still out of a movie. Now finally, to end this photo walk, I saw this person pulling a child on an inflated pool floaty. I quickly ran across the street to try and capture them as they crossed.
Can I take a picture?
This was such an awesome moment and just a really great way to end the photo walk. Alright, so that's it for this photo walk, and let me know in the comments below which shot was your favorite and what did you think of the Pixel 6 Pro photos compared to the A7R IV. I think shooting with these back to back and having both of them in my toolkit is definitely the best of both worlds. The versatility of being able to instantly switch between wide, normal, and telephoto lens on my phone is a game changer. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to support my channel, definitely subscribe. I have a ton of photography and tech related videos coming out, so you definitely don't want to miss those. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.